A wake-up called good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are listening from today. I want to begin this speech with a powerful question. How many dreams have died because someone hesitated to take action? How many people are living half-lives, broken by inaction, paralyzed by fear, buried under excuses? The most tragic death is not physical death, is the death of potential. It is the death of who you could have been had you only dared to act. Today, I am here to speak directly to that version of yourself that's been hiding behind comfort, fear, laziness, and doubt. This speech is not just about motivation, it's about transformation. It's about learning how to force yourself to take action, even when everything inside you wants to stay still. Because, make no mistake, your future depends on your ability to act. Now, Chapter 1: The Pain of Inaction. Let me begin by making something clear. Inaction has a cost. It costs you time. It costs you opportunities. It costs you self-respect. Every time you delay action, you train your brain to become comfortable with stagnation. You tell yourself that it's okay to wait until tomorrow. But here's the hard truth. Tomorrow is a lie. Tomorrow is the graveyard of intentions. You never act later. You either act now or you never do. Inaction creates regret. It builds slowly, day by day, in the back of your mind. That book you wanted to write, still unwritten. That business you wanted to start, still just a dream. That fitness goal you set 6 months ago, still just a thought. And eventually, the weight of all those could have been becomes unbearable. Chapter 2: Motivation is not enough. We all wait for motivation. We wait to feel like doing something before we actually do it. But that's where we go wrong. Motivation is unreliable. It's fleeting. It's based on emotion, and emotions are unstable. Some days you wake up feeling inspired, and on other days you feel like hiding under your blanket forever. If you only act when you're motivated, you'll only act sometimes, and that's not good enough. The secret is this: discipline greater than motivation. Discipline means you show up even when you don't feel like it. Discipline means you do what needs to be done, regardless of your mood. Chapter 3: The 5-second rule. Let me introduce you to a simple but life-changing tool. The 5-second rule. Developed by Mel Robbins. Here's how it works. Whenever you have an instinct to act on a goal, you must physically move within 5 seconds, or your brain will kill it. Count backward from 5 to 1 to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go on, then take immediate action. Why does this work? Because it interrupts the habit of hesitation and pushes you to act before your mind can come up with an excuse. You don't need to feel brave. You just need to count down and move. That's it. Start the workout. Make the call. Send the email. Speak up. Show up. Chapter 4. Rewiring your brain. For action, your brain loves patterns. It follows whatever habits you reinforce. If you constantly delay action, your brain creates a default pattern of hesitation. But if you force yourself to act daily, your brain starts to create a new identity. I am someone who acts. Action builds confidence. Confidence builds identity. Identity creates momentum. You are not lazy. You are not weak. You've just trained yourself into hesitation. Now, it's time to untrain that. Replace "I'll do it later" with "I'll do it now." Chapter 5. The comfort zone is a trap. Comfort is the silent killer of dreams. It feels good, sure. It's warm, safe, familiar, but nothing grows there. If you stay comfortable, you stay small. You stay stuck. You stay average. You have to force yourself into discomfort. Not because it's fun, but because that's where transformation lives. Wake up early. Start the business even if you don't know everything. Speak on stage even if your hands shake. Go to the gym even if you hate it. Say yes to challenges you're not ready for. That's how you grow. Chapter 6. Fear is a liar. Let's talk about fear. Because most of the time, fear is what stops us from acting. But fear is just a story your mind tells you. It says, what if you fail? What if people laugh? What if you're not good enough? But here's the truth. What if you succeed? What if this action changes your life? What if you were always capable, but never brave enough to try? Courage is not the absence of fear, it's moving forward in spite of fear. And the more you act in the face of fear, the more power you take back from it. Chapter 7. Stop waiting for the perfect time. How many times have you told yourself this? I'll start when I'm ready. I'll do it after the holidays. Once I get everything in place, I'll begin. That time will never come. There will never be a perfect day, perfect mood, perfect environment, or perfect opportunity. Success belongs to those who start anyway. Take messy action. Begin before you're ready. Learn as you go. Every successful person you admire once started scared, unsure, and underprepared. But they started anyway. Chapter 8. The power of micro-action. Sue. Don't have to climb the entire mountain today. You just have to take the first step. Big goals are intimidating. But if you break them down into small, daily actions, you remove the pressure. You make progress without the overwhelm. Want to write a book? Write 200 words a day. Want to get fit? Walk for 20 minutes. Want to start a business? Learn for 30 minutes a day. Small steps lead to big results. Consistency beats intensity. And every micro action is a victory that builds momentum. Chapter 9. Accountability and environmentive. You want to force yourself to act. Change your environment. Your surroundings shape your behavior. Hang out with people who take action, and you'll start to act too. Surround yourself with high performers. Get around those who inspire you. Also, build accountability. Tell someone your goals. Join a group. Hire a coach. Pressure can be powerful if it's used wisely. You don't have to do it alone. But you do have to begin. Chapter 10. Create a daily action system. Action is not a one-time event, it's a system. Design a daily routine that forces action. Set clear priorities. Use time blocks. Eliminate distractions. Plan the night before. 8. Non-negotiable tasks. If you wake up and hope to feel like doing the work, you've already lost. But if you wake up with a system, you win before the day starts. Your schedule should reflect your goals. If it doesn't, you're not serious about them. Chapter 11. Burn the boats there. An old saying attributed to ancient warriors. If you want to take the island, burn the boats. This means remove the option of retreat. Take away the safety net. Stop giving yourself backup plans that make quitting easy. If you want to achieve something great, you must commit fully. Go all in. Don't say, I'll try. Say, I will. When your only path is forward, you will find a way. That's how people build businesses, transform their bodies, leave toxic relationships, and rewrite their lives. Not with a safety net, with resolve. Chapter 12. Replace excuses with execution excuses. Our lies we tell ourselves to justify inaction. We say, I don't have time. But you spend hours scrolling on your phone. I'm too tired. But you have energy for distractions. I don't know how. But you haven't even tried to learn. Let's be honest, most of the time, it's not ability that's lacking. It's commitment. Every time you catch yourself making an excuse, pause and say this instead. What can I do right now with what I have? That question removes helplessness and invites action. Chapter 13. The identity shift. Long-term action only sticks when your identity changes. Stop saying, I want to lose weight. Say, I am someone who prioritizes health. I want to be rich. Say, I am someone who builds wealth daily. I want to be productive. Say, I am a disciplined person. Action becomes natural when it aligns with your identity. Start seeing yourself as the kind of person who takes action even when it's hard. That identity will begin to shape your behavior every single day. Chapter 14. The momentum myth. People often wait to act until they feel momentum. But here's the truth. Action creates momentum, not the other way around. Momentum doesn't fall from the sky. It comes from movement, from starting small, from doing something, anything, and building upon it. Imagine trying to push a heavy boulder. At first, it barely moves. But once it starts rolling, it gains speed. That's momentum. The smallest effort is better than no effort. Chapter 15. Silence. The inner critic. You have a voice in your head. We all do. It says, "You're not good enough. You'll probably fail. Who do you think you are?" That's your inner critic, and it thrives on inaction. Every time you listen to it, you stay stuck. Every time you act despite it, you weaken it. Here's a secret. You don't need to silence it completely. You just need to act louder than it speaks. You'll never fully get rid of self-doubt, but you can outwork it. Chapter 16. Your action inspires others. You might not realize this, but when you force yourself to take action, you give others permission to do the same. Your courage becomes contagious. Your discipline becomes an example. Your success becomes proof. Think of your family, your friends, your children. They're watching how you move through life. When they see you showing up, they'll learn to do the same. So don't just act for yourself. Act for those who need your example. Chapter 17. Stop consuming. Start creating. We live in a world of endless consumption. Videos, posts, podcasts, opinions, information. But here's the problem. Consumption without action leads to paralysis. You don't need another motivational video. You need to move. You don't need another self-help book. You need to apply what you already know.